These bottles of paint, they're everywhere. How are we going to clean this cave?
We're down here. I've got something here that shipped from Amazon from the Broken Token. This is a really popular paint stand for all your miniature paints. It's made out of MDF board, I think. And let's take a crack at this and see what is in the bag. And there it is. What are we thinking? Modular paint rack. Nicely packaged. Everything looks good. No chips on the edges. Alright, let's open her up. Gotta have something. I tried making one paint stand out of just foam core alone, foam core board, but you need reinforcements. The weight is just going to be too much. So I broke down, got this. Not too expensive at all. Let's see if it's worth it for what it does. And so here's the blobbity blob flyer. You can see what it advertises. Supports 38 bottles, 17 brushes. Requires glue, sold separately. Paints and brushes, sold separately. Made in the USA, I like that. Nothing against my British cousins. But anything that helps this country, and I think that's where we should be operating from. Just call it a thought. This is not suitable for children under 14. And product subject to change without notice. The Broken Token. And assembly instructions. Good deal. You gotta like that. And so you can see where it's stepped little levels. This is loose, so this does not look like it's going to be hard to take apart. Instructions look really clear. And here's a little piece. This would just pop right off. You can see laser cut and all that. Okay, so it is stuck on a couple little spots. This is loose. And you could use definitely the rest of this board for some scraps and modeling. Oops, I screwed that up. I'm going to have to touch that up with glue. So use when you're trying to break them free, go ahead and use an X-Acto knife. Don't do it like I did. And so here's your MDF little pins. And so you might see where these go in the slots. So you put in the bottom end down one, top end down the top, then you clip it with these little edge pieces. I'm going to see how that looks, or if I need to glue this too. Since it is a wood product, I don't see why you wouldn't glue this stuff. And they've got watch and assembly video so you can actually see it that way. So this looks pretty cool. And here's what you get in the way of your trays. Brushes. Nice. Okay, well, I'm going to put this together and then we'll give you a quick look, see how it went. Here we go. I popped these two end pieces out, and then the what do they call this? Multi-rack connection clips, which are optional in case you want to buy another one of these, I guess. Here's a piece for the scrap box. And here we go with our ends. Now everything is lettered and numbered. Although I'm looking on here and they haven't actually lettered or numbered the actual parts. One A and one B put in, and then one C, which is these three right here. 1C goes on the bottom for a strut. Or firming this up. Okay, that's inserted. And then it says to put in 2B and 3B. I do believe this is card B. Cut out. But the bottom parts are glued in. I'm going to wait for the PVA to set, and then I'm going to try and take this one last end piece, match these notches up to each one of these slots. And so it might take a little juggling, but I'm going to go from the top to the bottom and align these things as I'm adding a little bit of pressure. But other than that, so far it seems to be pretty straightforward. You could probably figure putting this together even without the instructions, but it's good to have them. So here it is in all of its glory. The little paint stand that could. Now this is not bad. It was really wise to go ahead and glue these shelves onto one side first. Then I dabbed a little bit of glue on the other and then set them in, and that seemed to work fairly well for putting this together. And this is how they look with a bottle of paint put on it. Seems to fit. This is Sprewtown saying thanks for watching. Like if you do, subscribe, hit the bell button, and we'll see you next time.